Not a ruckus.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, she's here.
We got everybody.
Yep.
So, welcome back, everybody. I hope you had a great week. This week we have a new person joining us, Fallon.
Phelan.
Welcome.
Phelan?
Yeah.
Hello.
It means river.
What?
It means gift from river.
In what language?
I don't know.
All right.
Probably Celtic or something.
Is that a reference to
Can
something?
you guys hear me?
Ooh, you are blown out.
Yes.
A little rough. All right. That's good. Just have to turn you down a whole bunch.
Well, we should always expect technical difficulties at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, no, it's just video. Hey, TT. Feelings for the health bars, for the players at least. If you want us to be able to see each other's, you have to check mark bar number 3 on the advanced settings.
Okay.
And then,
Okay, since I'm able to listen to you guys, give me a moment.
okay. Let's go down to 20%. Also, I'm not sure why, but my health bar is way above my character.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So can you guys see each other's health bars now?
Yes, but it's still really high.
I can see the health bars.
Sweet.
Real quick, if I do that, yeah, it works the same. Nice.
Hello? Hello?
Oh,
There we go.
Hello.
Thanks a
Had
bit.
to turn you down a bit, but we can hear you.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a weird sound.
a little bit of feedback. Something like that.
Hello. And now it's too soft.
Okay. Well, until
Can you
Alex
guys hear me?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Turn it down a little bit. Try talking again, please. Alex? No?
Hello? That's a good idea. Or the computer. We saw the computer's also a good idea.
Yeah, start with Discord, then do computer.
Because having to shut down your computer and restart it takes an eternity. At least with my computer.
Unless you have an SSD, in which case it takes maybe 3 seconds.
Yeah, my computer restarts pretty quickly.
Active the blade.
Hello.
Hello.
Guess not.
Whoa.
Turn that way down. There we go. Low in Discord.
Okay, dokie.
All right. While he is restarting, would someone like to go over a summary of what happened last time?
We met a bunch of angry people who were angry at us and then
Okay.
threw us into combat.
We teleported to an area where we got drafted into the army, basically, and then we went and killed some homeless people.
And we killed them here by the granary, and now we're watching it until the soldier guy
secure it.
can bring some other people to watch it.
Yeah.
And I played magnificent performances. That's all I remember.
I missed my potion throwing.
Oh yes, I know you hit one.
I hit one.
I think it's more reasonable to say they dodged them all.
All right. Close enough to what actually happened. So, you guys decided that you were staying here for a long rest over the night?
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. Christopher had gone out to scout the area and make sure everything was in A shape. And we've lost another!
Lost Michelle. Hello.
Welcome
Okay.
back.
Sorry about that.
Oh, good. Hey, type that in.
So upon his return,
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, perfect timing upon his return. I don't think he can hear us.
mhm,
Can you hear me?
I
Us?
can hear all of you.
Oh no, Alex.
Oh.
Shit. Can I can see he's doing the thing. Oh, I know what it's. Oh.
Speak again, Alex?
I always assume that the first 15 minutes of every session is used to feedback.
Technical difficulties, like I
Yep.
said, yes.
Try and play us something.
Hmm.
Play us off. Wait, hold on. That's better.
Alex, are you, he still can't hear us, can he?
It doesn't seem that way.
We can hear you.
What?
Hear
Oh,
background
okay.
noise.
Can anyone hear Alex?
I thought I did.
Alex will be performing our ambience for tonight's session. Everyone applaud.
That's not a good sign.
I usually won't worry about it until I hear explosions.
I don't think it's gonna work. I guess he cannot hear us then.
It
I
doesn't
don't
seem
think
my
it
way.
can.
Okay. Well, shit.
While they're doing that, everyone has made sure to level up their characters to level 2, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Did anyone have any questions?
Nope. Hope everyone's ready for more of the radness that is my guy. Our guy. Oh, shit. Didn't ask me to do that. Oh yeah, let's go to that.
And I got that.
Huh?
While he's trying to fix his mic, I'm gonna grab some water. I'll be right back.
Alright. Yeah, about 15-minute break for everyone, because we're going to be constantly interrupted until this gets fixed.
I will stand watch.
Alright, I'm switching over to my phone.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
There we go.
I'm back.
Shit. Could always try in-game voice. Can anyone hear me inside? Nope.
Inside what?
Hold on, sorry.
As we take our long rest, I'm finishing up my bag of holding.
Nice.
I can just make that shit now.
That's odd, because usually you can either hear or...
There's just some things you can't prepare for.
Technical difficulties are always fun.
Indeed.
Wait, there's a debug panel? Or not a panel, but a debug?
You never see these in in-person sessions.
Are your
No, you don't.
Discord settings okay?
So he can't hear us at all right now, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
I don't think so.
Correct.
Can you hear me?
Ouch.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, we can hear you, but you're warped.
Actually, I was able to hear you guys, but then I couldn't talk anymore.
Okay. I would recommend at 20%.
I have it down to 11.
Okay. Think it seems like we're good to go?
Alex, try talking again.
Yes, can you hear me?
Very distorted, but we can hear you.
Yeah, the voice sounds kind of strange, but I can hear.
Okay.
Oh, that's way better.
Oh, yeah,
That's
that.
way better.
Just don't move.
Don't do anything! You're like that for the rest of the night.
Dang.
That's better. Okay.
That's fine.
So, everything's fine? No more technical difficulties?
If you can hear us and you
wait.
can talk, then we can continue.
Yes. Alright. Continuing from where I left off. As he comes back, you see Christopher walking into the opening of the granary. Well, the area is secure. I can't see any more of the Velk around here.
Oh, good. Good.
Well, that's
And then
good.
we get to leave now.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, Avery. What'd you say?
And then we get to leave now.
Well, my men won't be coming with the supply wagons until morning. We're here for the night, boys.
Alright.
Okay.
Then, who wants first watch?
I'm going to bed.
I'll take first watch.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'll join you.
I'll be up watching with you. The rest of you, get some sleep. We're getting up early in the morning.
Sounds good.
Alright.
3 of us watching tonight?
Yep. So,
I'm going to sit down on this thing. And, well, next to it and work on something. Just tinker with something.
So as the rest of the party goes into the granary to set up and sleep, you three have set up or Christopher has set up a campfire, and you three are just nursing it, sitting around. After some time, in the awkward silence of the night, Christopher looks up. So, I want to, but I can't fully trust you guys. Usually anybody I fight with is good in my books, but in these circumstances, could you please just let me know why you guys are here?
I would bloody like to know as well. I told you what happened. I don't know why I'm here. I don't know what caused me to be here. I was in my bed, and then I woke up over here.
Roll persuasion check.
I'm great at these. Yeah, actually that's not a bad roll.
He looks at you, he squints his eyes a little bit, and then he releases a breath and just stretches his arms. So you're telling me that you were just sent from the heavens by the gods themselves into these lands?
Like I said, I don't know what happened. I woke up in a burning field and got attacked by barbarians.
You know, as crazy as it sounds, I'm willing to believe it. They took Sora away from us and they gave us you lot. Not a fair trade, I'd say, but it's what we got.
They took who away from you?
Sora. She's a protector of sorts in these parts, or at least she was.
When did she disappear?
She died about a half month back.
Sorry to hear that.
It happens to the best of us.
Never good
And
to lose a friend.
she was the best of us.
So these barbarians have been fighting for how long now? When did they invade?
They started invading at the beginning of winter. That's when they moved in from the south. They've been getting more desperate as the winter rolled on. You see, it was especially harsh this year.
They just showed up out of nowhere? You said they come from the south?
Yes. Down in the Fondlands.
Have any of you been able to scout any base of operations or anything?
At first, we didn't think of it as much of a threat, but ever since they've shown their true fangs, we haven't had the time nor the men. This garrison wasn't here in the beginning. We came here as a request for help.
Huh. And you've been fighting them, what, since Sora died? Because before that, all winter long? I don't even know what season it is up here.
Well, it's the end of winter right now. It's actually...
That is a long winter.
Keep it down. I'm strumming.
As
my
I'm talking,
lute.
I'm tinkering with some leather. and a couple of other things. Etching rooms and stuff like that. Well, I don't like bandits or raiders very much. I'm willing to help as much as I can.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh,
Well.
did you go away?
Oh, I love online.
Alright.
Where did I leave off?
Talking about winter, fighting since beginning of winter or something.
Yes, okay. Well, we've been fighting since the beginning of winter. It's Midwinter's Crest. Well, it will be in about 4 hours or so.
Midwinter's Crest. So we are smack dab in the middle of winter?
He looks at you strangely. Well, yes, Midwinter's Crest is the first day of the year.
We have different customs where I come from.
Right. Usually these people would be celebrating and feasting and festing all night long in celebration. But due to circumstances, I think all festivities have to be put on hold.
Never good to lose a festival.
That is very true.
Well, seeing as how these barbarians are just bandits and raiders, I will do what I can to help. Anything to kill off bandits.
You have a vendetta, do you?
I don't like bandits.
Well, these aren't really bandits, they're more barbarians, but one
Close
shell
enough.
the same as another. And as the night drags on, the campfire dies down. The second watch, or Christopher, gets up to inform the second watch that it's their turn, and tells you two to get some rest. So, and as you guys are awoken from your slumber, and the other two are coming in to sleep, you guys hear a moderately loud explosion come in the distance,
Not sound good.
up towards the north.
Where's
Okay.
a good
Hear that?
vantage point in this map? Up on the bell, maybe?
The bell is a bit higher than the ground level, about maybe 7 feet.
Hey, what's your name? Christopher, where was the group coming from? Our relief?
The same way we were coming from, the south.
Oh, good. Okay. Actually, that's not a problem.
He points at you, Cleon, and Valnor. You two, come with me. We're going to check this thing out.
Right.
So, as you guys, Bjorn, Almorn, are you guys staying behind or joining them?
We need to guard this warehouse, but I don't like to split the party. And I am not healed, so.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Elmore, what
So
do
you-
you think?
I'll say yeah, we should split it out for now to see what's going on, but stay close I'll say you guys keep close. We'll stay behind because maybe we don't want, barbarians coming and stealing the stuff we're already protecting.
Okay.
Good point.
So, Christopher reluctantly agrees to allow you to join. We're wasting time here. Let's go. And you guys head northeast towards the sound of the explosion. And once you get to the area, there is a pillar of smoke rising up as there a circle of scorched earth, very similar to the ones you all appeared in.
This looks familiar.
Well, maybe we'll find out what did the first one.
I doubt it.
As the wind picks up and gusts blow away the smoke, you see in the center a unconscious half-elf.
Oh, good.
So,
Another
there's
half.
more of
Folan,
us.
Yay.
Folan, would you like to describe yourself?
Sorry.
Would you like to describe yourself? Your character?
Describe my character laying unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My character, Hanaeth, is roughly 5'10", with black hair that's kind of raggedy and unkempt. He's wearing very simple garbs that are like a brownish color, obviously dusty from traveling or something. His eyes are closed, so you can't tell what color his eyes are. His face is fairly handsome, although somewhat dirty. He obviously needs a bath. Aside from that, there's nothing extremely significant about him.
By the gods, you lot weren't kidding. What, are men falling from the sky now?
Well, I think this one's a half elf.
He glares at you, the sarcasm lost on him. So, he goes over to the fallen half-elf, and he reaches out a hand, and a burst of radiant light shoots forth from his palm and into the half-elf. The half-elf, you hear a and his eyes open, and as consciousness, as he gains your consciousness, he looks around and sees you all.
Oh, boy. What happened? Where am I?
I
Who
bet it's
are
the
you
same thing
people?
that happened to us.
You are in the Lurkwood, friend. Welcome. Your timing is horrible.
No kidding. I was in the middle of a great nap. Where exactly is Lurkwood?
The Lurkwood Forest sits on the southern tip of the Savage Coast.
Never heard of it.
Well,
He sits halfway upright as he groans again. Oy. Again, who are you people?
I'm Cleon.
Hanea,
Yes.
you see the group. There is 3 other half-elves of various attire.
Mm-hmm.
And there is one dwarf with a bunch of constructs on him, potions and vials and straps. And you see one human in heavy armor wielding a spear
Am I
and a
on a
shield.
different page? I thought Almor and I stayed back at
You
the
said you were
warehouse.
coming.
I'm on a different page.
So,
Yeah,
Retcon,
wait
you
a
see two half-elves in different attire, and you see a human in heavy metal armor with a spear and a shield. And one of the half-elves just perked up, and his name is Cleon.
Mm-hmm.
Christopher looks at the two half-elves, looks back at you, Hanea. We're wasting time here. We're out in the open and vulnerable. Let's discuss matters back at camp. And he turns and goes,
slowly, as I say, well, seeing as I have no idea where I am, I see no other better option. Lead the way.
and Christopher is already strutting towards back where they came.
Well, let's go.
Okay.
They arrive back no more than 5 minutes later. Bjorn and Almorm, you see them coming with a new ally, or at least a newcomer.
Found another person out there?
Christopher walks up. Yes, apparently the same deal as you guys. Anything interesting happened while we were out?
Nope.
Nope.
Nothing of note.
All right, you two, get some shut-eye. You're gonna need it. He looks over at you, Hanea. You can stay up with the watch or rest out your injuries, if you have any.
Not that I know of, just a little bit groggy and confused. I don't think I'll get any answers to sleep, so I might as well just stay up and watch.
Okay. So, as the other two go into the granary to get some rest, you four all sit at the campfire and watch away the night. I would like Cleon, go ahead and roll a d12.
Roll D12? Okay.
Time for guns.
The rest of the night passes away peacefully. Nothing happens. In the morning, almost at the crack of dawn, you guys can all hear the cracking sounds of wooden wagon wheels upon the dirt as some soldiers from the Lurkwood come with their cargo and stop in front of Christopher,
Oh,
who, groggily, as he has stayed up all night, barks orders at them to collect all the crates and provisions inside the granary and start loading them onto the wagon. So, you two, Almorn and Bjorn, are up. It has been 8 hours, so you guys are fully healed.
Yay.
And you get all your spells back.
All right.
So, once he's done with the soldiers, Christopher turns back to you guys and looks at you, Velnor, Leon, and I presume by this time Almorn and Bjorn are outside.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Christopher looks at you four. Well, you've done us a good turn, I can say that. And we had no right to ask it of you but suspicion and fear. So, from this point it's up to you. You have nothing holding you in these woods. Nothing, no reason to fight our battles. So if you would like to leave, I will let you go.
Okay. All right. Who wants to join me heading north?
You're just going to leave and leave these villagers to suffer?
Yes.
I say we at least try to clear out some of the barbarians here.
I won't lie, we could use every man we can get.
When we get paid.
Once we get provisions back from the Citadel, we can pay you at soldier's rate.
What's the soldier's rate?
Soldier's rate is 3 gold pieces per day. Plus
That is
food,
not
of
a lot.
course. Food and lodging.
Hmm.
What say you?
My vote is on staying. Well, not my vote. What I'm gonna do is stay.
Suppose there is still work to be done here.
I agree as well. Yes, we should definitely stay and help. At least, during the barbarian army before we leave.
Christopher looks over towards Hanea. And what say you? I know you are new, but you're in the same situation as his lot.
Well, considering that I have nothing better to do, and it is my life's duty to help those who are in need, you can count me in.
Ah, a man with the same virtues as I. Good to know. Well, once my men finish packing up the wagon, we can be on our way back to the Lurkwood.
Alright.
Come in. Let's give the newcomer and Christopher some time alone in the granary.
I'm just gonna start helping load.
Do they bring a caravan or something?
Only wagons. We're gonna have to walk. So,
Alright.
after 2 hours pass and they have finally loaded up all the crates and supplies onto the wagon, they seem to be overfilling the wagons. And the stacks of crates don't seem really stable.
Are they tied down yet? If not, I'm gonna try tying them down. Help
They are
stabilize.
tied down. But it seems like it is definitely over max capacity for that wagon.
Hannah comments. I was gonna say my character comments. It looks like this wagon has taken all it can hold. Any much more, and I'd say we breaking the wagon.
It's a good thing there's nothing left to take. Unfortunately, we don't have the luxury of second trips. We need to get all the supplies out of here ASAP. We don't want any more Belk invasion or Belk ambushes.
Are there any small supplies, small things, or is it all big boxes and stuff?
They're all crates. They're all crates and chests. It's full of food, cloths, and other general goods that are for general purpose.
Mm.
Well,
Hey, Bjorn, what happened to your backpack?
I put it in here. And I gestured to my new bag.
Oh, neat.
If I
So Bjorn's gone crazy.
go to, is there a crate that just has cloth? Like just a crate full of cloth? Heavy crate?
there
Something?
are plenty of crates just full of cloth.
Okay, well, I go to some of the crate and start unloading it into my bag of holding.
Whoa, whoa! What are you doing?
Giving the cart some extra weight. I can take it out when we get back to town. I just finished making this thing last night.
Can I see that? And he outstretches his hand towards you.
Sure.
He takes it, he inspects it, he looks under it, he looks in.
It weighs 15 pounds, but other than that, it's just a bag.
There seems to be nothing inside of it. He turns it over and jostles it.
Before he turns it over, I stop him. Don't turn that over. I don't want to dump everything.
There's nothing in here.
I grab it from him, reach in, and pull out my backpack.
And as in from thin air, a backpack materializes from the small bag.
There's stuff in here, lad. There is. And I put the backpack back in there.
All right. Unless my eyes are deceiving me, I guess I'll have to trust you.
And so I continue.
If there is no other weird contraptions I need to be concerned of, or no other worries, he whistles, and the other men look at him, and he makes a signal with his hand, and points down south towards the lookboard. All the other men begin mounting the cart and taking positions around it.
I can put up to 500 pounds in this thing, so I put a good amount of cloth in there.
All right.
To lighten the load on the cart.
So go ahead and add however many pounds of cloth you want to your bag of holding.
I mean, how much is there? Just estimate, like 50
There is
pounds?
more than... There is about a good 75 pounds of cloth.
Well, there's 75 pounds of cloth in my bag.
Cool. Let's go.
I second that. And you guys go off on the trail. Okay.
All right.
We're on the trail.
So the journey is relatively peaceful. Early in the morning, you hear the songbirds singing. You feel the gusts as it blows through the trees, scuttling leaves around. And the guards, while always on alert, seem to be sort of relaxed, not really tensed. After a 2-hour trek, you arrive back at the Lurkwood.
Alright. Where are we unloading these things?
That would be at the garrison first. It all needs to be checked. And we need to report in.
Okay. Give me a few minutes to unload my bag.
Do you need any help with that?
It'll just take me a few minutes. And, I go over to the cart and start unloading 75 pounds of cloth onto the cart.
As you do that, Christopher turns around and some soldiers come up to him, and he starts speaking orders, gesturing at the garrison and at the supplies. And then he dismisses them, they salute and go on their way. And he looks at the rest of you. Well, shall we report?
Okay.
Let's go.
He takes first step, goes into the garrison, and goes into the back room. The garrison is a little calmer than it was when you guys first came in. There's not as much people bustling around, but there's still activity inside.
I follow them when I finish unloading.
So, Christopher walks into the back room, into the commander's suite. And in the middle of the room, he waits for you guys to enter, turns to the commander and salutes. Sir, we've returned from the garrison, from the supplies run from the granary. The commander looks, staring at you guys as you were all entering. Good. Good. What did you find? Sir, all the supplies were there. The Velks had not seemed to had a chance to take anything. Well, at least there's good news for a change. He looks at the rest of you. And how did these soldiers perform?
We did fantastic, sir.
Christopher looks over to the commander. I am glad to report that they can handle themselves in the fight, sir. Commander looks over all of you. They didn't run away, did they?
I wouldn't run from a fight.
That's good to hear. We need more men like you. In fact, I just got another mission in that could use a strike team. Just about your size. He looks over at Christopher. Some of our scouts have captured a prisoner. And Lipin has forced him to talk. Apparently, they are escorting a VIP towards their main camp in the morrow. I want you to take these lot and go introduce yourselves to these the Velk escorts, and maybe invite their VIP over to our camp for a little chat. Christopher?
Was this a chieftain or a shaman or something?
We do not know. All we know is that the newcomer is not of the Velk tribes. We've had suspicions that the Velk had not been working alone for the longest time now, but this is a chance to finally confirm it.
Alright.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
You?
He looks over at Christopher. You will be in charge of this skirmish as always, Lieutenant Christopher. Christopher salutes. Yes, sir. Will I be getting a report? Sir. Of course. Talk to Lipin. He salutes and turns towards the door and gestures for you all to go out.
I'll follow.
Of course, follow.
Same.
Bam.
All right. Well, that didn't take long, did it?
No.
Oh.
I suppose I should catch up with...
Yeah.
Did we lose DM?
Yep. There you
Hello again.
go. He's, you ended with he should catch up with somebody.
I suppose I should catch up with Lippin. And you hear him muttering under his breath. It's always a pleasure.
Well, I would like to talk to, was it Lupin?
His name is Corporal Lippin.
Oh, Lupin. I should join you when you talk to Lippin. I have a feeling I would enjoy it.
I would prefer to talk to him alone, but what the heck? You're welcome to come along.
Oh, thanks, Chris.
Don't call me Chris. I have a full name. The rest of you, you're free to do whatever you want. Meet back here in the morrow.
Okay. And this time is what? Mid-afternoon?
Yep.
What to do?
You guys should show our newcomer around. Himaeth, right?
Correct.
So
Alright.
while you guys are deciding what you're gonna do, I'll focus on Christopher and Velinor.
It's free now.
You two walk over to the one of the houses next to the garrison that is currently has been acquisitioned by the soldiers. And Christopher, the guards salute as Christopher walks up to them. And Christopher nods, walks into the house. Come on.
As I enter, nod at the guards. Oh, man.
Okay. As you enter, there is 2 more guards inside, and you see Corporal Lippin sitting at a table, writing out a document. Christopher walks up. Corporal Lippin! Yes, sir! As Lippin gets up, kind of stumbles a little bit, and stands at attention. I heard you have some information for me. Oh! About the Velk we've captured? Yes, Corporal Lippin. Right away, sir! And Lippin goes to one of the shelves and starts scuttering through papers. And he finds one and hands it to Christopher. This is all the information you need, sir! It's all the information we can get out of him! Thank you, Corporal Lippin. And he seems to be reading through the parchment he was given.
Yeah. So, like, hey, Lippin, right?
You're that mysterious half-elf that came the other day, aren't you?
I'd say there's quite a few of us now, but yes.
You're the one with the loot, the annoying one.
You might be correct. Strum the lute. So wait, let me ask you. You can speak their language.
I am proficient in many languages, yes.
Okay. Do you have a sort of cipher, maybe?
Unfortunately, the only cipher I really have is in my head. I haven't had much time to write it down. You see, I'm very good at picking up languages. I've only had half a month's worth of practice, so I'm not very accurate.
Okay, well, you're useless to me, never mind. Oh, well, let me ask you, how did you get the information?
I'm sorry, you cut out what?
How did you get the information?
Well, are you talking about the language or this information?
Let's say this information.
We have our methods. Us at the Citadel are trained in ways of interrogation, without torture, of course.
Okay, that's exactly what I thought. Thank you very much.
Christopher hrumps and then hands the paper back to Lippin. Thank you very much, Lippin. You're doing good work. And Lippin seems to beam for a minute and goes back to writing down whatever he was writing.
Good job torturing, Lippin.
We don't torture!
A little bit of torture.
Christopher looks at you. It is against our code to torture our prisoners.
Oh, that's what you did, though. No? Okay, never mind.
Christopher just glares at you, then steps out of the door. We have the information we need. Unless there's anything else, you're free to join your friends. I've got work to do.
Okay, I'm sure it's boring. I will leave now. I'll walk outside.
And back to the group.
Is there an apothecary in this town?
Ooh.
There's an apothecary building, but it's abandoned.
Is it boarded up or just kind of?
It's kind of just left there. There are no supplies in it. Looks like it's been raided.
Are there any books?
Here and there, probably scattered on the floor, and some propped on the shelves.
Okay.
Books of histories and different types of journals.
I'm looking for information on local plant life. What
Alright.
they might be used for.
Make an investigation check.
Nathan, I'm sure there's a tavern that would welcome your money.
Hmm?
Sorry. You're looking through the several of the books, and most of it is just scribbles on seems to be scribbles of the past apothecary on customers. One of them is a book, a list of clients and purchases and trades.
Poultices, gotcha.
You don't really find anything on the local wildlife and plant life.
Okay. Then I just leave pretty much how it is and head over towards the inn.
All right. And at the inn is currently filled with denizens. There are some soldiers nursing drinks. There is a dwarven maid at the bar serving drinks and serving meals. Other than that, it's just people crowded in. No one's really paying you any mind.
Okay. I go up to the bar. And
Is there a sort of stage outside?
There is, on the opposite side of the entrance, there is a door leading to another room. There's a propped up area, and then there's the stairs right next to it.
Hey.
The dwarven maid looks over at you. Oh, don't get many of your kind around here. What can I do for you?
I need some strong ale.
Right, right.
What's the strongest
She-
you've got?
She, kind of, you get a feeling of that she's sporadic and kind of loses track. Not very, and sort of clumsy. She, when you said you need a drink, she immediately turns and dashes towards the, well, not dashes, but huffs it towards the one of the kegs and fills a mug. She spills a little bit as she does it, and she turns the hose off. Comes back. One mug of ale for you.
Yeah, one mug of ale. What happened to the apothecary that used to be in this town?
Oh, it's a sad story. He went out to help all the local villagers, but ended up dying in a raid.
Aye, very sad story.
Yes, he was a good man. It's a shame, really.
Do you know what happened? Was his house raided by nearby villagers?
No, his supplies were requisitioned by the garrison and are used sparingly, but on anyone who needs healing, not just the soldiers, mind you. The garrison isn't like that.
Good garrison.
These are good people, people from the Citadel.
The Citadel. What's the Citadel?
What do you mean, what's the Citadel? The John Thard Citadel, up near Neverwinter.
Junthar Citadel?
Yes. Don't tell me you've never heard of the John Thard Citadel.
I have never been this far north before.
Oh, a newcomer? Well,
Aye.
let me tell you a little something. The men and women at the John Thar Citadel are good people. Bless their hearts. Requests come in from all over the Savage Frontier, and they send out people to help. They're mostly paladins and clerics. You know, the holy type.
Sounds like a fine citadel.
Yes, indeed. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, thank you. We'll need another ale soon, but not quite yet. And
Alrighty
I'm gonna
then.
go sit at a table. On second thought, do you have any rooms available?
Unfortunately, no. All the rooms have been rented out.
Maybe the
Wait, did we know when we're heading out for the thing?
tomorrow.
According to the captain's orders, it'll be in the morning tomorrow.
Should we get there early? I mean, I'm all for not doing work, but yeah.
Well, I grab my
Yes.
drink and sit at the table. Sit at a table, looking where the bar is setting up.
Are all of you in the inn, or are the rest of you doing something else?
I'm in the area as well. I asked if the guy had food.
I'm sorry, that came out extremely distorted. Could you just type it out?
Okay.
Oh! Wait! She looks a little taken aback by your appearance. You get the sense that while you were walking around, it's the same thing as when you were here last time. People aren't used to elves of any sort in the Lurkwood. Well, of course we do. What kind of inn doesn't have any food?
I would like some.
Right away, sir. I'll get right on it. I'll get someone right on it. And she scuttles away towards the back.
I sit next to Big John, waiting for the food.
Oh, okay. Cleon, Hanea, are you up to anything?
I guess I enter the inn and sit at like a corner table, seeing if I can like listen to any conversations to see if I can pick up any information to figure out what's going on.
Okay, make a perception check.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna take this whatever stage there is, and assume there's no other bard already performing, which I can assume so. I'm assuming correctly, and start playing my lute.
All right, before we get to that, Hanea, listening around, you hear mostly muttering and grunting and cynical chatter. You can pick up parts of people complaining, oh, so much for Winter's Crest, am I right? And one thing you do pick up is there's a lot of coughing going on. So, as Velnor, as you race to the stage and take out your lute, you notice people staring at you weirdly.
Smile back. Also, Reno.
Real quick, would
Sorry.
I hear the coughing as well?
You can make a perception check. I mean,
Passive
you all
perception at
hear
15?
coughing every so often.
Or just passively? That's what I'm asking.
Oh,
Quince.
Yes, you would notice that there was, especially going through, or while you were going through the town, there were people coughing and there were sneezing and other sorts.
all right.
Back to the performance.
Yeah.
So, are you going to be playing? If you are, do a performance check.
Okay. Well, I did. Cool.
So you guys see as your party member jumps up to the stage and starts bowing, flourishing, and playing his lute. There's a surprisingly good performance. The mood of the atmosphere of the bar lights up a little bit as tension lightens, and some of the patrons start just banging along with the tune. Velnor, you don't really see. Make it an intelligence check.
Okay.
Just straight
Okay.
intelligence check.
Okay. Also, Reno, by the way. Alright.
So, based on what you've seen and what you've heard from around, these people don't have any spare coin to give to any performance.
No, I know that. I got that the first time I did this.
Yes. So it's a little bit of surprise when a few soldiers drop some silver pieces onto the stage, and you collect a total of 7 silver pieces.
Ooh, yeah.
While he was doing that, the dwarven barmaid brings you Almorn your food to the table and looks around. Well, ain't there just a lot of you today? Odd times. Hope it means good fortunes for the new year.
I said thank you for the food, and yes, I believe it is.
Another drink, please.
She curtsies and turns around and starts walking back towards the bar.
I'm focused on my bag while drinking and listening to music. Also trying to notice any see if I recognize the cough, like if it sounds like any sickness that I know.
Make an investigation check.
From healing in my village. Well.
Oh.
You're fairly certain that there is some illness going around. These aren't just midwinter coughs. You cannot identify any symptoms from just looking around that would clarify what it is, but you know it's something.
No, I'm just, while working on this, trying to think of an idea to help cure these people. But I don't know the local plants, so it's kind of hard.
So the night goes on as the maid brings you another ale, and more fun is had as Valinor performs his debut.
Renan.
You seem to be getting in real popular with the soldiers, by the way.
Name, right?
Renan. Yes, Renan.
Okay.
Well, the soldiers know you as Renan.
Okay.
So, if there's nothing else, when the moon rises and you all tire of sitting around or performing or doing whatever it is you have decided to do, and you look around for a place to sleep, the inn is currently full of peoples from the outlying farms and outlying tanning and hunting lodges who have come in for respite and for protection from the Velk. Upon investigating, you ask one of the soldiers, and they tell you that there is a camp behind the garrison where all the soldiers sleep.
There.
Okay, then
That's
after finishing my second drink, I head towards that.
In response, the soldier responds with, "Well, if you want something else, you can always just hit your tent in the woods."
I'm gonna find the serving lass. So are you sure there's no rooms available? Maybe some room you keep open for important people?
Well, at the moment, we can't really keep anything open for important people. Mind you, I do appreciate the performance. It was grand, really. But all the rooms, I'm afraid, are taken.
Okay. Head to sleep then with my fucking soldier sleep.
And when you get to the campsite with all the soldiers, you can make a... It's fairly simple to see, but you can make a perception check.
Nice.
Well, rolling really good tonight.
Nice like you.
All of us or just alright, all of us. Alright.
Well, all of you.
Okay. Nope. This place sucks. Ooh.
So, Almorm, Bjorn, you both... let's start with Renon and Cleon. Valnor, Cleon. Or
Turn
Renon.
off your advantage.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter because I'll just use the one on the left if it doesn't have an advantage or disadvantage.
Eh.
So, Renon, you're too focused on how disgusting soldiers are to notice anything about the camp. Cleon, you have your head in the clouds. And Neath, you're still a bit discombobulated from your experience. Almorn and Bjorn, you guys see, this is a very well-kept camp. Like, you've heard tales of soldiers and on the field and field camps, and usually they're bustling with activity, they're messy, they're full of people and waste and animals. This campsite is well put together, well maintained, and there are barely even any tracks on the mud, only on designated paths.
Free typing in the background.
Okay.
You type that stuff, Avery.
Oh. Sorry. Yeah.
Is there look like there's well, Christopher, for the first place. Do we see him?
You haven't seen them around.
Okay, does there look like any place that people are getting equipment?
Mostly soldiers and the equipment, and where you saw the all the crates of food being unloaded was on the house next to the garrison. There is seems to be most prominently a man standing on a crate with a parchment writing something down, and he has soldiers in front of him, and he seems to be giving orders. Not barking them, just giving them out, and the soldiers are turning to carry them out.
Okay. I'm gonna go there to ask for a tent.
Name?
Bjorn Rootbeard.
Bjorn.
Join today.
Yes, you're on the list. Well, your supplies can be requisitioned at the supply center next to the garrison. You will have ground 9, row C.
Where is that?
And he points over to a patch of tents. It is all clearly marked. Only a Git would not understand it. You are not a Git, are you, Mr. Bjorn?
Is this a sir or ma'am?
This is a sir.
No, sir.
Good. We don't need gits in this militia. Off with you.
I go to get my tent and equipment. Whatever they give me.
They give you standard supplies, just one kind of raggedy tent, kind of a little ripped, but looking out, it seems like the best they have at the time. And you are told by the garrison, this tent sleeps 3.
3. Okay.
Well, maybe 4 of you.
3. Okay. Then are you guys with me or am I alone?
I'm with you.
I'm with you as well.
I was
Okay.
gonna say I find my tent, whatever that may be.
Then I guess we're sharing a tent, unless you want to get your own. I go to the spot and start setting up the tent.
Alright?
Guihan, can I find the guy, whoever the requisition person is?
The garrison supplies requisition?
Yes.
Yeah. You can ask anyone, and they'll show you the way. Or they'll point you the way.
Okay, I'm gonna find him. I'm just gonna tell him I need, and I also need a tent, preferably one for just me.
He looks at you. Well, yes, and I also need a fine lass, but it's good to want things, you know? And he points.
Come now. How is that so hard for you?
Sorry, you cut out there. What?
As it comes now, how is that any difficult for you? Or any difficult at all for you?
He looks you straight in the eye. If I give you a single tent, I'm gonna have to give every bloody soldier in this goddamn militia a single tent. I'm not willing to do that, nor am I willing to the ire of the commander. He leans in closer. You're not worth it, honey.
No one else has to know.
Everyone will know.
Okay, what
You
if
can try
give
and make
me
a-
double tent?
You can make a persuasion.
Okay. I warn you, I have a silver tongue.
But
It's going to fail me.
just in instincts, you know, it's gonna be fairly hard to persuade this person.
Maybe. But I have... oh!
Well.
Ooh!
He looks at you, his eyes,
Squint.
words. I need words.
Yes.
He looks at you with a slack face, or with a
Baleful.
straight face. That's the word. His eyelids half down, and just that a loot you got on your back. Perform any.
It is. Do what?
I think the soldiers would be willing to make an exception if you gave them a good time.
I've given them a good time already.
He points over to, or he snaps over to one of the soldiers. Get this man a tent, single. And you get a single tent.
Thank you, sir, and I flourish my cap.
I just hope I'm not gonna regret this.
Take my tent.
That just leaves one person tentless.
Yep.
You look used to the outside world.
I walk up to the person and say, I'm assuming I talked to you about where I'm setting up.
Are you walking to the person at the camp or at the supply garrison? Or garrison supply?
That guy.
Which one?
The
garrison
supply
supply.
garrison?
Yeah.
Well, if you want to know where you're sleeping, go talk to the camp quartermaster.
Okay. So I head towards wherever he is.
He looks at you. Yes, how can I help you?
Yes. Hanieth Ravenwater. Looking for where I'm supposed to be setting up for the night.
Ravenwater. It looks like you were a last-minute addition. I believe you are bunked with Bjorn and Cleon.
I see. Where exactly is that?
In plot 9. And he points over to the same patch that Bjorn was led to.
Oh, thank you. I head that direction. And then, of course, once I reach the tent, I set up my bedroll, and without further ado, try to go to sleep.
You find that Cleon and Almorm and I are on this plot.
It's a very crowded tent.
You sure we're all supposed to be here? Don't like being this crowded.
Yeah, well, don't look at me. I ain't going back to ask that guy for a new tent.
What about the other guy, the loot guy? What, Renan?
He got his own tent.
You guys don't know that.
For all I know, he probably got his own tent. That guy has a way with words. Of course, I'd be like completely sarcastic.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. It's just one night.
Yes, Bjorn, you know as well as Hanea that Hanea, Cleon, and you were bunked together, and Almorn, Renan, and another soldier were supposed to go to another tent.
Man, whoever that little soldier is must be having a great time.
Okay, do we all know where we're supposed to be?
Yeah.
But Almor was with us in my tent?
Mm-hmm.
Because somebody's
Currently.
a jerk.
Alright, can we say sleep time?
Sleep time.
Please. Alright.
What?
Sleep time.
So, the night goes on and dies down as the sun barely crests the horizon, and already, yes, the sun not even cresting the horizon, Christopher kicks at your tent, Renan, or Velnor.
Aw.
Get up, lazy. We have a job to do. And he goes to the other tent and
I
kicks at it.
sleep. I don't wake up before the sun.
I
Fuck
am
yeah.
awake, bright and early.
So
Same here.
after he's done shaking up your tent, he goes back to Renan's tent. I see you're not up. Renan, you can make a
On, wait.
perception check.
Okay, as I'm making this, I'm just gonna fish a silver. I'm gonna throw a silver out of my tent and say, "Here, 5 more." And I'll
You can make a perception check.
Yes. Plus nothing to this. Ooh, damn. How to roll
You hear the sloshing of water.
Okay, I'm getting up.
And
I'm taking my silver back.
you get out of the tent, right as you see Christopher kneeling and picking up the silver. And he looks at you. Darn, I thought I was going to have some fun this morning.
So we get up,
Oh, hey.
and
Hey, Chris, I named my loot after you.
I appreciate it. I think...
Oh, I didn't name it Chris. I named it Idiot.
Another day.
Come along now, idiot.
Christopher turns and goes towards the rest of the group.
yeah, I get the other guys up and start packing up the tent, and take the entire tent and put it into my little bag.
Okay. Christopher stands over you guys. We have our orders. I know where we need to be, and I will inform you guys on the road. So after all preparation is, or all cleanup and preparation is done, you guys head out onto the road towards your destination.
Yeah.
And
Right.
on the way, Christopher informs you that there is a river, a stream, really, where the Velk need to go across a bridge in order to get to their camp. And that is, there's a cliff overlooking the banks, and that is where you will all hide and wait in ambush.
Okay.
Okay.
Like a plan?
Do what?
What was that, Michelle?
Does it sound like a
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Just a heads up, I could disguise myself as one of them, and we could do something with that.
I think the simplest plans are probably the best.
Okay.
I have an idea.
Far be it from me.
Go on.
Try to find an animal nearby and talk to it and see if it has seen anything, if it might scout for us.
Talk to what? He looks at you with head cocked. You can talk to animals.
Can't speak to any animals.
I mean, I can if I feel like it, and this seems like a good time, I think.
You know what? What the hell? By the light, if this works, I'll give you a gold or something. Go ahead. So, how do you want to do this?
Try to find an animal first.
Okay, go ahead and make a survival check. You find tracks among the mud on the paths, but you don't see any deer or any game around. There are some birds, but they seem to be very timid, and they scuttle away as you try to approach them.
Wait, is this far away from us or near us? By the way. Okay.
Cleon didn't specify that she was going away from the group, so it's near you guys.
Yes, I'm near the rest of the group, looking for animals.
Hey, Cleon, maybe music would help the animals. I've seen many a woman singing in the forest when animals just seem to, birds mostly, seem to alight upon her.
I had a bird over here, and I could talk to it, then we could learn.
You just see Christopher in the back with his hand over his face.
Let me try helping, and I try to play a light tune for the animals.
Okay.
Disgusting.
No, make a performance check.
Okay.
I decide to I say to Cleo, this is a good idea. I do also have animal friendship. So.
I'm sorry,
type that?
Alex. We cannot understand you.
I was hearing you.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Come on! Yeah, you rolled bad
I
like
have
once.
Have I?
One bad perception check. The rest have been like 15
Oh, you're right.
plus.
This is amazing.
Stop it!
I am a bard. This is appropriate.
How about now? Can you guys hear me better?
Nope, no change.
I'm the man. I'm the man.
Go ahead and type the general of what you were going to do in the chat, while you're trying to figure out the mic.
I can do the damn.
So while he's doing that,
My dog says
Renan
hello.
takes his flute out and starts to play a gentle, natural melody, letting his voice carry into the wind. It's gentle and sweet and welcoming. And you guys look as a deer, unseen by Cleon, comes out of the brush and gently, gingerly walks on over to Renan.
Yeah. I just jerk my head to the deer, trying to indicate Cleon. As I play.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my invocation, and I can cast Speak with Animals at will without expending a spell slot. So I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I see if the deer, like, does it have antlers?
It does not. It is a
It's a dope.
no.
Well, sort of very slowly and softly. Oh, lately?
Hold on real quick. What were you going to do or say, Michelle?
Okay, I was gonna speak sort of calmly and say, hello, Mrs. Deer? Seen anything interesting lately?
The doe looks at you, its head cocked a little bit. You? I see you.
I am interesting, thank you. I think you're interesting too.
Hello, hello.
Hey, that's
Hello.
weird.
Continue, Michelle.
I'm sorry, he would get into a whole conversation. Have you seen a bridge near here?
Bridge. What is bridge?
That go over water. Near here?
And she looks over towards the direction you guys were heading. Water. There is water over there.
They're people.
And the deer looks over towards where you guys came. People live there. We don't go there. People dangerous.
Oh. You never eat deer again. Oh no, I can't. I don't hear any of this. What are you
And
talking about?
the doe looks back towards the way you came.
Hello?
More people there. Also dangerous.
Do you guys still hear me?
Oh,
You're. If I turn my volume
I'm
up.
going to turn you up. Start talking real quick.
Alex, talk.
Alex?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Is
That's
it
better.
worse or better?
It's good. So back to where we were. The deer looks over at the other direction. There are people there, coming.
How, people.
Alright.
Now remember, Doe has an intelligence of 3.
Cleon, ask her to scout for us. That's...
Will you show us the people?
And she cocks her head towards you. Which people?
That's good.
By the water.
The people by water. Yes, people by water. I don't want to go to people. People are scary. Can you guys hear me just fine, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I'm
Hey,
talking
I mean-
softly.
Oh, yes.
Safe. I'm Cleon. That's my name. I can keep you safe. I'm your friend.
Cleon, friend? Cleon, food?
What?
While
I have-
she's talking to the deer, I get closer to the deer. Oh, no. I put my
No,
hand
I
over
understood
it.
that.
And
As you get close and you try to put your arm over it, it scuttles backwards and timidly runs a little bit away and stares at you.
and I use one of my spells.
Oh no.
Spell. Yeah, I think it's a spell. Animal friendship.
I'm being his friend.
Okay, animal friendship. Hold on.
More stuff.
Put it in
That's
the
it.
chat.
Mm-hmm. Means that you mean no harm.
Okay. Its eyes seems to glaze over a little bit more. It looks at you, and it slowly canters over towards you, and bows its head towards the morsel of food. And Cleon, you could hear, "Friend. I will help, friend."
Hey. Friend, do you have a name, friend?
Name? What is a name?
My name is who I am. Who are you?
I am me. Who else would I be?
I'll call you Mrs. Deer.
Mrs. Deer. I am Mrs. Deer?
Yes, you're Mrs. Deer, my friend.
I am Mrs. Deer, Cleon's friend. And he looks back at Almorm. I am Foodgiver's friend as well.
I'm also your friend.
And
Stop playing pretty soon here.
what does friend require of me? Or need of me?
Well, like Cleon was saying, we wanted to see if he can check those people you talked about by the river.
I will keep you safe. You're my friend. You won't get hurt.
I can go check on people at water. I will be right back. And the deer turns and bolts it towards the water. And Christopher, just dumbfounded at this point, looking at you two. Can you two actually understand that thing?
Her name is Mrs. Deer, and she was a little afraid at first, but we talked it out. We had a lovely conversation. She said there were people by the water, and now she's going to go look for them and come back.
Mrs. Deer? That's a horrible name for a doe.
But it's what came into my head, I suppose.
All
Come
right.
on, Chris.
He just glares at you.
I say, I like it. It's easy to remember.
Well, we're wasting time here. We only have a short window. So, unless there's any other distractions you would like to bring up, let's be on our way.
I'm just sort of standing around smiling very widely. I like my new dear friend.
What was that, Bjorn?
That's enough with the strangeness. Let's get to our objective.
Alright. About 15 minutes later, Mrs. Deer comes back. You see her prancing along through the brush and comes back to you, Almor. It scuttles a little bit and bows its head and looks at you. The people are almost near the water.
I tell everybody, Ms. Deer brought me information. They're saying that our targets are near the water.
I think the only one who can actually talk to it is Cleon.
Yep.
I can understand it.
Yeah.
So currently it is talking to Almor because it is charmed by Almor right now, but the only one who can understand what it's saying or speak to it is Cleon.
Alright, so what I do is just look at Cleon and go, what he said, what Ms. Deer said.
Well, she's saying that the people are almost at the water, which means we should probably try to get into position if we're going to do that ambush thing.
Christopher perks up at this. We need to move now.
All right.
So much, Mrs. Deer. You're a good friend.
As we're moving, I'm gonna ask, hey, Christopher, do we know how many men it's gonna be there?
Well, we're expecting
how many enemies?
We're expecting a small escort. Probably anywhere from 4 to 10 people.
Okay,
that's their standard size. We haven't been given any warning or reason to believe they're using anything different.
Your friend didn't specify the numbers.
At the mention of that, be careful, friend. people are dangerous. They wield metal. The other animals are scared of them. Even the ground seems to fear them.
Scary people with metal. Leon announces to the group.
Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty much expected.
And
Let's go.
Stay safe,
yes,
Mrs. Deer. Thank you.
as you go, the deer looks at Almorn. Don't die, friend. Turns and leads off into the bush. Okay.
I just waved goodbye because I have no idea what he said.
You do not understand what the deer says.
Yeah. So it's like, peace out, Miss Dear. Thanks for the help.
He hopes you don't die.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and over the next 5 minutes you arrive at the point where Christopher stops you and starts barking or telling you commands to get behind cover and to hide.
I'm sure you better not bark at this.
So,
Are we south or north?
By the way,
You
Renan, I
are
think you
south.
can stop playing the music.
Sorry, what would you say?
You are south.
Okay.
There I am.
Wait, somebody should break a little bridge or something.
That will just
Just
force
that.
them to go around, rather ambush them here. Maybe even on the bridge.
Okay.
Can we see
Yeah, you're right.
how deep the water is?
You can make a perception check and certainly try. Or would you like to go into the river?
Yeah,
Somebody
what
should
does the
say-
3
should
get
go
me?
Under. You should go under the floorboards of the river.
You are fairly certain the water has depth of some kind.
There's water
hold
there,
on.
guys.
Wait, I could like. I don't know. That's already never mind.
Water exists.
There is water there.
But also, I can't see one's health bars.
I can see my own.
Oops. Yeah. Yeah.
So, how would you like to set this up?
Does anyone have an idea?
They're coming from up there, right?
Yes, as far as you know.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
I prefer not run directly into anything at this time.
How many ranged people do we have?
There are some swords.
And how high is this?
That is 15 feet off from the river.
It's 15 feet up.
Yep.
I'm able to see how far down the river is.
The river is level with the ground.
Okay.
But go ahead.
I'm just gonna hang behind this tree, hopefully hiding, and I'm gonna start doing the ritual for comprehend languages.
Okay.
I think melee guys should be behind this rock. I'm not saying you have to. I just think. I'm able to hide behind this.
That is a stump. It's 2 feet high.
No. Okay.
You can.
By this tree.
I'm gonna.
Wait, you can do that. You're a dwarf.
If I get on the ground. Like
So-
crouch down, maybe hide.
It would be a stealth check at disadvantage.
Same thing with this one.
Even if you lay down.
It would be. The stump isn't very large around. It is.
Okay.
these squares are 5 feet, and that stump is about maybe 1.5 feet in diameter.
So I think maybe I should, when they're crossing the bridge, I'm gonna throw a potion of acid. Break the bridge.
What? No, I thought we agreed not to do that.
When they are on top of the bridge. So if we can stay hidden until they are crossing the bridge, when about half the group is over, I will...
It would probably take a lot of time for the acid to get to. That's my guess.
So where would the rest of you like to go?
I would like to hide behind a tree.
Choose a tree.
Oh, what? I wanted to...
Is the tree over here?
That is a stone. Okay.
Or maybe a rock.
I'll hide over here.
Oh, okay.
Same
Christopher
here.
is
Do we
going
need to make stealth?
Just tell me where you're going to be, and then depending on where you are, you'll have to make a stealth check, either at advantage, disadvantage, or normal.
I'm like in a tree, I think.
Oh, okay.
That is a tree I am in, right? Or a bush at least.
So Christopher will go prone on his stomach, overlooking the river on the cliff. It was my bad, I misunderstood you, Bjorn. That rock next to the bridge is barely 5 feet tall. The cliff overlooking the water is 15 feet above the water.
Okay. Does the bridge look flammable?
The bridge is made of wood, logs of wood.
But is it dry looking wood?
On top, sporadically wet. On bottom, no.
Wait, any melee fighter should probably get here, right? Is
Yeah.
a rock?
Crouch down behind the 5-foot tall rock.
What I'll do is I'll move over here.
Okay.
Hey, Hank, Hanaeth, do you hit things?
Hmm?
Do you hit things?
How do you fight?
You guys don't know that.
What do you hit things with?
I'm asking. As we're doing this shit. Hanaeth,
Yes.
do you hit things?
What do you mean by hit? No, I'm just kidding.
Do you hit things close to you?
Of course I hit things.
What do you
Do-
hit
do
things
us-
with?
My quarterstaff. Sometimes my fists. Mostly
Okay.
my fists.
You, now, I know it's crazy. But we need somebody to clog that, bridge.
Christoph
Well,
and you maybe?
I'm only one person.
You're only what?
I'm only one person.
Well, yes, but we're
Only
all
one.
backing you up.
Christopher butts in. Well, we don't really want to give up the element surprise now, do we?
No.
Isn't that rock on top?
It is about 4 to 5 feet tall.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
Can you crouch behind the rock and when they are almost across the bridge, get in front of them? Keep them on the bridge?
Are you talking to Christopher or Hanea?
Both.
I don't think that rock would be a good... It would be hard to conceal both of us behind it. Especially effectively.
or, maybe one of you, but... Yeah.
My armor would probably give me away.
Okay, whatever.
So I would like everyone in trees to roll with advantage, and Bjorn roll disadvantage.
I'm actually gonna get up behind this rock.
Okay, then roll straight.
Strike.
Oh, stealth?
Stealth?
Yep.
Don't you need to roll
Hit me on-
6?
Okay, there we go.
Well, damn it, Avery. Come on now.
I can't stop.
You're like so stealthy you've become a tree.
I've look over my
Eleanor.
little paint set. I used to paint cakes, you know.
Valinor does the impression of the wind and with his vocals, and it actually makes him harder to spot. He does a very good impression. In fact, Almorm, you look behind you sometimes, you swear he's gone.
It's my high society clothes mixed with my leather. It's very good.
The rest of you, except for Bjorn, is just squats behind the rock.
Excellent hiding, but I'm giving away by my talking.
So, about 15 minutes pass.
You have comprehend languages up.
I do.
So, about 15 minutes pass, and then when you guys notice movement in the north, and you see a group of familiar figures. How do you do this?
If planning doesn't work, we've got 25 more letters.
Starting to stroll down the passage.
But we don't actually know which one of them is the very important asset. Shit.
No, you don't.
But it might be that guy that we haven't seen a picture of. I don't.
I would like you all to roll initiative.
Okay. Don't forget to click your character first. Are you joking to me?
For rolling initiative, you just click on initiative?
On the button, yes.
Hey. Aww. Bad roll.
Hold on. Alright, let me click my thing.
Bad roll.
Oh.
Nice. Oh, no. Sorry. Second one. Whoops.
As they see me from a mile away.
To dwarf or
Just a dwarf in leather armor. That's all I am.
Okay, Cleon, Valnor, Bjorn, Hanea.
Well.
Wow, I'm warm. Look at you.
good stuff. Wait, what? What?
Why? Almorn, did you click on your token and then click the initiative button?
Yeah.
That's weird.
If you want to, you can right-click his token and add turn.
Yeah.
Everybody, although I think Cleon, you might want to change. You might change yours back. Depends. Don't be a dick, but
What was that, Avery?
no.
Alright, top of the turn, Almorns. You see the group coming, and the front two barbarians seem to be reacting, and the back, less armored, holding a quarterstaff, points out towards your ally Bjorn.
From a mile away.
Alright, what
what I do is
Longbow, you're good. Just if you're looking at range,
yeah.
longbow.
It's 150, then 600, or after 150 feet, it's disadvantage up to 600 feet.
All right.
Yeah, you are.
What I do is I'll shoot. I shoot the one that looks like to me. I believe that's the small staff to the guys in the middle. I don't think I can. Oh, there you go. I shoot him.
You don't know his name.
No,
Okay, yeah,
no.
he's his name. Shoot.
So, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Alright. With my longbow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice
That'll
shot.
definitely hit.
Does he get advantage or not?
He does not.
Okay.
But it does not matter as Alborn aims his shot, releases, and boom, goes straight through the barbarian's head, and he just falls over.
Oh shit. We better down that one dude.
And I go, hopefully he's not the one that we're looking for.
Yeah. Alright.
Next is Cleon.
I want to use one of my spell slots to cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
Okay.
It takes one action and it lasts for an hour.
Okay.
Okay.
I know it does.
But nothing's happened. Oh, there we go. Cast at level 1.
Yeah.
There we go.
Pack
With the ingredients, so I have the cup of water.
Okay.
You want to move up or?
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Do that. Keep myself safe.
All right. Next, Christopher holds his position and will hold his attack. So the barbarian in the back, following his now fallen leader's orders, will run up, try to get to Bjorn.
That is some fucking distance there, I'll tell you what.
Ha.
Can you like shift this? No, you can't.
Hmm.
Oh, what?
Okay.
Hmm.
All of you can make a perception check. Bjorn, you can do it at advantage.
Okay. Is it to see that this guy's sprinting like a motherfucker?
Oh, you could easily see him sprinting like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's my second one.
What? You rolled a 20.
On the perception. It's my second one.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
my
that's
second
okay.
20.
Effective today.
Okay. Bjorn, you can easily see there's something not right about this this barbarian. He looks not entirely alive. His nails are longer, sharper. His teeth are filed to a point, and his eyes are just glazed over, and he's foaming at the mouth. His movements are sporadic and unnatural, and he's just breathing heavily at you.
Kill the necromancer.
The other berserker is going to make his move.
Goodbye, Bjorn. But I will take your sack.
Really?
It's a very nice sack.
These guys can run like no effing tomorrow.
Woohoo!
Mm-hmm.
It's not double dashing, right? Because
Bjorn, it's your turn.
Okay.
Something ain't wrong with these
That is
socks.
maximum.
I yell as
That
I
is.
huh.
As always, Bjorn, your perception is beyond imagining.
They almost seem half dead. Fuck. That is my reaction right now. Fuck. Because next turn I might be dead.
What's your health?
22. It's low chance, but 2 zombies hitting me. And I have a disadvantage on my potions.
Hmm?
They're ranged attacks, technically.
Wait, but is it to hit, or I thought they had to dodge them?
Well, actually, yeah. Let me just.
If it's a save DC, there is no disadvantage.
Okay. Then I reach into my satchel and throw fire at this zombie's face. God damn it.
It's a 1d6, what?
Yeah.
Huh. Chris, help!
Okay. So DC 13. Which one did you aim at?
This guy.
Okay.
Dexterity.
It's DC 13, dexterity save. He makes a save.
Takes
and
no
he just-
damage. The ground at his feet is on fire.
Oh, okay.
And noise on there, but
By the way, I do realize I made a mistake and you can't see health bars. I'm trying to rectify that. But for now, it is the other barbarian's turn.
I will be right
And
back.
first, save with the worst.
Spreading really fast. Don't come over here. Man, Bjorn.
5, 10, 20, 40. Okay. And it is Renon's turn, or Velinor.
Reading some, it don't matter. Okay. Let me make sure I'm in range of this guy. I'm going to come out from hiding because I was and step up to the area over here, and with my loot, I'm going to do the guy above it and cast Dissonant Whispers.
Oh, okay. What does that do?
Oh, that's this guy's stuff. Sorry, wrong button. Ignore. Is that working? There we go. I think that worked. Sorry for the wall of text. And so yeah, he has to make a save, or a wisdom save.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. So I don't have this mapped. Damn! Not too good. So DC 14.
Okay. And it's no half damage on save because it did save.
Okay. I don't think that, yeah. Oh, it takes half damage, yeah.
Okay.
And, okay, yeah. That's about it. 4 psychic damage. And that's my turn.
Next, it is Hanea's turn.
Okay. And I'm going to try to hit this guy with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
So, 1 second.
Can you guys hear the music, by the way?
I cannot.
Barely. No.
Okay, let me just...
It's so subtle, none of us can hear it. Yes. Vaguely.
That fails.
So as Hanea jumps out of the tree, runs towards the barbarian, and goes for an attack with his quarterstaff, he trips over a pebble and barely manages to stay upright.
And I like use my bonus to try to hit him with my unarmed attack.
Okay.
So
Roll that damage. Or roll that hit.
that hits. Woo! I think.
Yep. And recovering from his near fall, he pirouettes and slams the barbarian in the face with his fist, dealing how much damage?
I don't think I actually rolled for damage.
No,
I just
you did
rolled
not.
for a hit.
So you rolled it.
Okay, one second. I'm not quite sure how to do that.
Well, monks deal 1d4 damage at level 2, plus your
1d.
dexterity
yeah.
modifier.
Okay.
Because
I'll
fists
just
are
roll
monk
one.
weapons.
1 second.
Cool.
Okay.
5 damage.
It's a pretty hefty hit. You can feel the impact. Why did it just do that for all of them? Well, I know how much it is. Okay. Next is the mysterious, the cloaks figure. He's going to run up onto this pedestal. And he's looking at you, Renan. And he's going to
To that.
mutter some words, and a flash of shadows bursts into his hand and also around you. You have disadvantage on all wisdom saves.
Oh dear lord, I'm surrounded.
Okay. Yeah.
How dead am I?
We don't know yet.
Nothing
Almor,
happened.
it's your turn.
Kill the. Take down the guy in front of us. Oh fuck! I totally forgot about inspiration. I'm done.
Well, what I do is I keep shooting down with my longbow.
Okay. Who are you targeting?
Him.
That will hit. Hey, is that all you do?
Yes, because I believe I'm still in hiding. Or you can see me.
No, you are not in hiding. They know where you are. You've been shooting at them.
Yep.
So, Cleon?
Going to. How do you make the arrow to see how far you are from things?
On your bar on the left, there is a measuring stick. You have to click on that tab and click on the square and drag it.
Looks like a cone, almost. 4 down. Hey.
Oh. I will use Eldritch Blast on this guy.
Mm-hmm.
This guy.
Mm-hmm. Sorry. It's an what do you call it? Response. Fuck.
I shall now click the spell.
Ooh.
That's unfortunately, the shot goes wide and hits the rock behind Bjorn, sprinkling some dust and rubble over their faces. Would you like to do anything else?
Am I allowed to do anything else?
Well, if you have a bonus action or if you want to move.
You got moved.
Where I am. Thank you.
Okay.
So, after that, Christopher stands up and jumps down over here. And hold on. Okay. He jumps down the 15-foot fall and doesn't seem to be too hurt from the fall and just continues going. He's going to scream out, "Finish them methodically! Don't let yourselves be hurt!"
That's gonna be hard.
Everyone within 30 feet of him, that includes Cleon, Hanea, and Bjorn, you have a bonus D4 to all attack rolls and saves.
Does that include my potions?
Yes. Well, if it's a attack.
No.
If the barbarians have to save, then no. This barbarian's gonna swipe at you, Bjorn. With his claws, it brings up and... it swipes at you for 7 slashing damage.
Ouch.
And the next barbarian... oh, damn. That. Next barbarian's gonna turn around, look at Christopher, and roar, "Roar!" and just gash, or try to gash Christopher. That will not hit. It just shing as it slides off the armor. Bjorn, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna focus on this guy, and because I'm blessed, I'm just gonna pull out my dagger, and why not? I'll pull out my dagger and light hammer and swing with both.
Okay.
Nope. And this one is no proficiency. Wow. Wow.
I mean, you have
Yep.
Did you add a D4?
No, I didn't. So let me roll. So 7 and 10.
Wait, what? Oh, sorry.
Bjorn seems to be having a bit of an issue at the moment as he's swinging blindly and almost breaking the armor of the barbarian with one attack.
Guess who's gonna bring a fighter next session? This guy!
You don't get down.
So, this guy's gonna, screaming, frothing at the mouth, he's going to attack Bjorn.
It's only 2-on-1, technically.
So, does 10 hit?
Uh-uh.
Okay.
14.
I totally didn't forget the feature. So, from here on out, they are all foaming at the mouth, wide-eyed. They are all frenzied right now. So they are supposed to be attacking at advantage, and you all are supposed to be having advantage on them. So from here on out, that's how this battle's going to work.
Okay.
Okay.
So that
The next guy is going to attack Kanea, who slapped him in the face. There's a 15 hit.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
You take 7 slashing damage.
Okay.
And there's almost a primal guttural laugh as it swipes your chest in response to you hitting in the face. Renan?
Alright. I'm gonna move closer to him. Just try to mirror him on the side of the river and cast Dissonant Whispers again.
Alright. Go ahead and
DC 14, so I 8.
It makes it safe. For how much damage?
For 6 damage.
6 damage, alright. He barely makes it safe.
Oh, I'm gonna bonus action. Almor, it's your shot. You got this. Take the shot. And next shot, you get an extra d6.
2 attacks, not damage, right?
Yes.
Hanea, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to try to hit the guy who just hit me with my quarterstaff again.
Okay.
So, 1 second.
Nice.
17 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Hey, I'm sorry, I might interrupt you real quick. Hey, do me a favor. Go to your character sheet real quick.
Mm-hmm.
In the top right, you should see a gear.
Mm-hmm.
Click that. Immediately straight down, you should see something called like role queries.
Straight down, hit what?
You can go auto damage roll and just change that to auto damage roll.
Oh, auto damage roll. Oh, there it is. It's on don't, and there it goes.
Yeah, so that way when you roll, it'll automatically tell you how much damage you deal.
Okay.
So, next is the Cloaked Stranger's turn.
Actually, I'm gonna also do my bonus to attack him with my fist as well.
Go right ahead.
Pounce.
I have 2 attacks, so I might as well use them. And...
Oh, nice.
That hits.
Huh, weird. It didn't auto roll for some reason. Huh, weird. It reverted back. I'll just roll it. 1 second. Six.
Nice.
And as Hanea goes in, his fist clenched in a purposeful fist, hits the barbarian straight in the sternum, and the barbarian coughs out blood. It is dead.
Yes.
All right. And next, it will be the cloaked figure's turn. It's going to point at
I'll make a wisdom save.
Renan at disadvantage because you are currently hexed.
Wait, oh, sorry, what?
You are currently hexed, so make it a disadvantage.
Okay. I was just assuming, is it actually a wisdom save?
It is a wisdom save, yes.
Okay. Oh my god.
That's not a bad disadvantage roll.
No. Oh.
Hey, you know what? We went like an hour and a half without him desync.
Happened again.
Hello. Alright, did I make the save?
You narrowly made the save.
Yeah.
You could feel the necrotic powers coalesce within you, but you just push through and have no effect.
I am a bard.
Next is Amor.
Alright, so what am I gonna do? I'm gonna shoot him. I'm gonna shoot, but I'm gonna shoot a non-lethal shot. So, because I don't want to kill him. To me, it looks important.
You're gonna do a what?
Non-lethal.
Non-lethal?
Yeah, I don't want to kill him.
You have
Okay,
to be,
so that's disadvantaged because it is a called shot.
Okay.
It would be considered a called shot.
don't forget your d6.
You do get a d6 if you want to add it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. You said a D6?
Yes.
Okay.
You. Hold on. Why is this not working? That's why it's not working. You. The arrow strikes true as it pierces him in the arm for how much damage? 11?
Yes.
Nice.
He's looking pretty bad.
He's not down
Oh
yet.
my god.
So next, Cleon?
I'm going to attempt Eldritch Blast again, but on this guy here.
Okay. You do have a D4. Oh, nice.
That wasn't bad.
So, a little hesitant from your last shot, you stretch out your hand and you're choking a little bit. Then you remember Christopher's inspiring words: "Do it methodically, methodically." And you aim true and shoot at the barbarian and hitting it. Roll for damage.
That sucks.
All right. It strikes true, and you Eldritch Blast it to the face. Is there anything else?
No.
Next, okay, sorry. Christopher's turn. Christopher is going to unleash his spear onto the barbarian. And he misses epically. Next barbarian.
That's so. Oh, That's okay, Chris. We all feel a little impotent sometimes. Some more than others.
Sorry, please give me a second here.
Yeah, take your time.
So long as that second doesn't cause me to die, you're good.
We'll see.
No. Oh, I have to listen. Besides being very good for what's the word for Bjorn? Never mind. I can't remember words.
So, as you guys are in the fray of combat, you hear an unnatural screeching as the Hanea in front of you, the barbarian that you had just downed, seems to be getting back up. And it will make a slam attack against you. Layers and objects and blah blah blah. So, what is your AC?
14.
For some reason, my emote is not working, so I have to do this manually. Great!
You mean your macro?
Yeah, sorry, not my macro.
Oh, did he change looks? I'm blind.
And death. He can only hear himself talking. It's going to slam down at you. He hits the AC 14 and does a total of 3 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Next, this barbarian is going to keep attacking at Chris. And he definitely hits.
Oh, shit.
Dealing 4 slashing damage.
Oh, God.
Sorry. Wrong thing. And after him, it will be Bjorn.
Okay. Gonna try to get this guy in. All my attacks are with advantage now. With a D4, yes?
Wait, why do you get advantage?
Yeah,
Because they're frothing at the mouth.
Yes, yes you do.
Ooh.
I remember my own mechanics.
And
I'm a
just,
good DM.
just
Oh,
4.
nice.
Does a 25 hit?
It does. Go ahead.
6
The
damage.
one next to Chris or the one on the opposite side?
Next to Chris.
Okay.
Christopher.
It's looking pretty wounded.
Okay.
The reason why I'm not doing the health bars on them is because for some reason they're all grouped together, and whenever I change one health bar, they all do.
Does a 12 hit?
A 12 unfortunately does not hit.
I miss with the hammer. Stab with the dagger, get a good shot, and miss with the hammer.
Would you like to move anywhere?
No.
All
Anywhere
right.
I move gives attack of opportunity.
Oh, you're right.
The one below you will attack you. For 5 points of damage.
Yay.
Oh, God. How you looking, God?
Renan.
Okay. Sorry.
Just want to get the level 4 so I can imbue stuff.
Where's... Okay. I'm gonna run across the bridge say, and as I run across, I'm going to go scream. What's his fucking name? Chris. And just scream. Or I'm going to give him about expiration. Christopher, these abominations can't stop your light. And I'm going to keep running across and punch this guy in the face.
Okay.
I don't actually have that on macro, so hold on real quick. I'm sorry. I should have thought this ahead. 1 to 20.
Punch him non-lethal or lethal?
Non-lethal. Of course. It'd be difficult, I think, to punch him lethal. And that's for 4 damage.
1 point of damage.
4 damage, right?
It's 1. You don't have Tavern Brawler.
Isn't
You're
it?
not a monk.
Can I add my dex modifier?
No.
It would be adding strength.
If you do not have Tavern Brawler or you are not a monk, it is 1. 1 bludgeoning damage.
I thought you guys did dex modifier. Shit.
No.
Alright.
Well, I will say you add your strength modifier, not your dex modifier.
Okay.
So it's 1 plus your strength. The only reason why monks get a dex modifier is because it's considered a monk weapon.
Okay. In that case, can I non-lethal hit him with my rapier then?
You may go ahead.
Okay.
It's going to be disadvantage if you want to do it non-lethal.
Is it? What? Why?
Because it's a called shot. It counts as a called shot.
Yeah, so we're not
Like
using
I told Almorm, if you would like to do it as non-lethal, you are technically calling shot. So it is disadvantage.
Okay, just normally it's not though. But
Yeah, but he already rolled.
rapier. So never mind. Cool. For me to roll it again? I'm confused.
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
Okay.
Are you trying to do non-lethal?
Yes.
Then it is disadvantage.
Okay. That's first. Never mind. Alright.
12 still hits, and you manage to, with your rapier, stick him in the kneecap, and he kneels to the floor screaming until he faints of pain.
Shut up. Goodbye, darkness.
So, next is Hanea.
So, the guy that just hit me
Mm-hmm.
from the dead, quite literally, I'm gonna hit him with my quarterstaff.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, that hits. Does 18 hit?
18 will definitely hit.
Okay, so it deals 4 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
And then I'm going to use my you know what, actually I'm gonna use a point of key to do a multi-attack on him and hit twice with my unarmed strike.
Punch and a kick.
Go right ahead. Damn. Both of those will hit, and in the flurry of physical attacks, the zombie is just eviscerated.
Beat down.
Okay.
Almor?
All right, so I'm gonna shoot him with my
Okay.
longbow. Ooh,
Advantage, or is it only for melee?
I think it's just normal damage.
I know, like a.
No, any attack against him has advantage.
Oh,
Go roll again.
yay!
Well,
A little
shit.
better.
That still does not hit. Your shot goes wide into the river.
Oh.
So, Cleon, it's your turn.
I am. Ooh. Can I move and then attack?
Yes, you may.
Move. Here. I'm going to use. And I'm gonna use Eldritch Blast on this guy.
Okay.
Oh my.
Unfortunately, not even with the D4 could you hit it. So, again, Cleon seeming to have some difficulty with whatever it is.
Leon is distracted by the thoughts of his dear friend and keeps sort of getting distracted from the battle.
But, because I am a good DM, you do have advantage on the attack because they are frenzying.
Oh, fuck, you're right.
So
That
you can roll
includes
again.
Spells. That's right.
Okay, thank you.
D4? D4.
Go ahead and roll D4. Oh, nice.
D4 is like me, nothing else does.
So, a little bit of technical difficulties between the brain and the arm there, and she shakes it out, he shakes it out, points back, and blasts at the barbarian for how much damage?
Ow.
Oh, man.
Oh,
What?
okay.
By thoughts of his friend.
It barely seems to affect him. Doesn't even register you.
Cleon, stop that.
And Christopher, looking over to you, Renan, you're damn right! And he's going to attack with his spear.
He gets so many bonuses.
13 plus a d6.
Oh,
Sorry.
you're good.
1d6. Alright. And he takes his pike and jams it straight through the gut of the barbarian. This barbarian is dead.
I knew we could do it, Chris.
And he's going to move forward. Next up is the barbarian, going to do his one-shot routine. Ouch.
Oh.
15 damage.
Again.
2.
Bjorn.
I'm down.
Oh. Get a sack.
So In a vicious strike, the barbarian gashes across Bjorn's chest, blood spurts out, and Bjorn faints from the pain. So, go ahead and roll a death save.
Yay.
The barbarian, in its relentless assault, will attack Bjorn again.
Oh, Bjorn's dead.
Fuck, he's gonna die.
I'm literally, I'm dead.
Down.
It needs to make an attack. If it hits, Bjorn is dead. So.
I was joking, Bjorn.
Oh!
Man!
Oh! In its frenzy, he didn't realize the dwarf had gone down and swiped it where it was! Completely missing! Next is Renan.
I'm dropping my rapier and pulling out my loot and running over here. I'm gonna sing a lullaby to Bjorn. There are no dwarf spirits fairer than yours. And you roll cure wounds on you. Yes!
Wow.
Oh, sorry, Seth. I'm over here, actually. Ah. Get up!
I'm up again.
Okay. And now that you're in range, Renan, you are also affected by Christopher's inspiring words.
Really?
Yep. It is an aura.
Oh, I know that. Does that do anything for cure wound? No, never mind.
No, it doesn't.
Alright, that's cool.
Althea, it's your turn.
Althea. Oh, no, Aeneas. Sorry.
Oh, I'm gonna move here and strike at this guy in front of me with my quarterstaff. So, let's see.
Alright, 17 does hit.
Whew.
For 6 bludgeoning damage. He's looking rough.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus attack to wipe to hit him with my unarmed attack.
Oh, okay. That will hit for 6 more. He is down. Go ahead and... What are you doing, system? What are you doing? Is that all you will be doing? You can still
That's all
move,
I
by the
can
way.
do. Oh.
Whenever you move, or this is for all of you because I know Almor McLeon, whenever you decide to move, you get a pool of movement. You can move at the beginning of your turn, at the end of your turn, or you can move, attack, then move.
I see.
Thank you.
I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay. You sure? That looks like a
Yeah.
lovely spot you just emptied.
Yeah.
So, Almor, it's your turn.
Alright, so I'll shoot at the last guy with my
Okay.
longbow.
Last guy seems untouched.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll advantage in case you get a natural.
Okay.
Okay. Either way, you still hit for 4 piercing damage. The arrow zoom, shunk, straight into his abdomen. Next is Cleon's turn.
Okay, I would like to move 5, 10, 15, 20 over here. And then I want to use poison spray on the guy.
Oh.
Poison spray is
Something that's not
Melee?
Eldritch Blast, yay. Not making fun of you, it's just a lot of Warlock. Well, that's the Warlock spell.
I think that might be melee.
The same thing every single turn.
Well, you are a warlock, so I would like it's assumed.
Yes. Eldritch
Yeah, you
Blast
do
is
do
the
Eldritch
Warlock
Blast.
spell in 5th edition.
so yeah. It's 10 feet range, and it is not an area of effect. Okay.
Okay. I was like, if you're gonna
That'll
Eldritch
just-
Blast, I'm gonna.
So, what's his DC?
Kill my allies, surprisingly enough. Okay, so I will roll.
DC 14.
No damage. Oh.
He doesn't take any damage, and if not, he takes 1 damage.
Unfortunately, he got poison. What's poison?
Okay.
He seems to just breathe it all in and laugh a little bit.
All right, well, it was worth a shot.
He's
So
already
then-
dead.
I guess. Hey, sorry.
Well,
Yeah.
not exactly. He rolled a natural 20.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
So, that's it, Cleon. Christopher looks at the dwarf. Not today, soldier. Puts his hand on you and heals you for...
I get another heal.
Actually, for 8 points.
Woo.
What should do? Now.
And he's going to move over here and get ready to attack. And almost as soon as he gets into position, the corpse of the last barbarian starts to shift and move.
Again.
Oh, that's why you asked.
Does anyone have like a dispel magic kind of thingy?
Detect magic.
What if I just burn it with acid until it doesn't exist anymore?
I mean, we can all kill
The
it.
barbarian, seeing its new rival or its new
Ally.
no,
Nemesis?
its new target come into reach, is going to attack at Ronan.
Okay. Well, just to be the clanking of armor is very loud, and he was screaming or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So he's going to attack waves.
Ally. That's fine. It's the first time I've been hit today.
For 9
I'll
points of
be
damage.
fine.
And it is Almorm's turn.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna shoot at him. Oh, he's still at disadvantage?
He is still at disadvantage, or you still have advantage.
Okay. So I'll roll with advantage.
And you just barely managed to stick an arrow in him. He's not looking too good. Alright. Cleon? You just saw a corpse raised from the dead. Again.
I'm very excited by that fact, although I still kind of want to kill it.
Excited by an enemy body raising back from the dead to kill you. Okay.
Probably study it once it goes down, but for now I should probably try to kill it. I am going to attempt Eldritch Blast on the undead guy.
Alright, go right ahead.
Which undead guy?
And that hits. Go ahead and roll again to see if you get it. Actually, no, it's undead. It doesn't top from you. So, go ahead and roll an attack.
With 16 to hit.
Alright, sorry, roll damage. Alright. It's your Eldritch Blast blows through it, blasting a chunk of abdomen out of it. It's looking bad.
Seeing it eagerly.
After that, it is Christopher's turn. And he's going to turn to the heretical abomination right beside him and swing at it.
Smite the bitch.
And he, in a fell swoop, a curved swoop, both lops his head off and lops its abdomen off, or its legs off.
Ow.
Crit, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I think the guy went already in this thing.
If he gets up from that, we've got a problem.
What'll happen if he does?
So, continuing his attack, the barbarian, uncaring of the situation.
Something funky happened, I think.
What?
Didn't that guy go that barbarian go before?
There were other barbarians on the map.
I don't think I went after the one that hit me. Okay, I know that.
I'm trying to think back. I
Right?
think there might have been an accident when I put the zombie in turn order. So, you are correct. Go ahead and go.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the last zombie, point down at it, and Ome wa mo shunderu.
It's not a zombie, it's a barbarian. It's not a zombie yet.
Okay.
That's the operative word.
Okay, and make a wisdom save.
Alright. No!
If anyone knows, he's already dead.
So, what are you doing?
But it's a vicious mockery. So 2 psychic damage, and next attack is disadvantage, or you have to regular for him.
Okay.
I also told him
Your words seem to confuse it a little bit, and then enrage it a little bit more. It's still up, but it looks both physically and emotionally distraught right now.
If someone told me I was going to die, I'd probably...
And then it's going to retaliate by attacking you.
Yeah.
You said it has disadvantage on attacks?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm guessing regular or something.
Oh! Your words hit true, as in its blind rage, it hits the empty space right next to it instead of you.
Stand there pointing down at it. No,
With your nose about 15 feet up.
I'm
Bjorn?
very tall.
Bjorn, am I still on the ground?
No. Well, did you get up?
I've been healed twice since my turn. So, no.
So, no. It will take half your movement to get up.
I get up. And I'm still blessed, right?
Mm-hmm. Inspired, not blessed.
Inspired, whatever.
Damn. Wait, what?
So, while the barbarian was looking around, Bjorn jumps up, straight into the base of the barbarian's neck, felling it in one swoop.
Nice.
And that's the end of combat.
Leon exclaims.
All right.
So, Hanea,
You sure, Avery?
Mm-hmm.
are you good to keep going, or do you need to leave now?
I need leave now because I have to be up early. So
Okay. I believe this will be a good stopping point.
Okay. That's fine.
So, I hope you all enjoyed the session, and I will see you next week at the same time, 6:30
Cool.
or 6:30 Central Standard Time.
I'm gonna mess with my character sheet if anyone would like some help messing with things.
Did we level up?
No.
Don't mind rolling behind the thing. It works! Beautiful! Yeah. Yeah, if anyone wants help with their character sheet, I'll be here for a little bit.
Well, I am getting off. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Have a nice night.
That ends the stream. Good night, guys.